Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today, I'm looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episodes 29 to 33. Without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Today, I'm looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episode 29, A Farfetch'd Tale. The episode is meh. So, you got this trainer who is trying to teach this Farfetch'd how to cut wood, but he's calling out all the wrong attacks. Maybe you should have done your research, kid. And you know how it goes from here. He's gonna have to learn the value of teamwork, blah 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 blah. Well, I do kind of like that idea. I mean, for one, at seeing it through Ash's position as he works together with his Pokemon, but that's all pretty much there is. It's just learning teamwork. And well, I was kind of split on the kid's father, given the way he treats him. It's not so much as overprotectiveness. It's more, I wouldn't call it physical parenting, but it kind of feels stuck in between. He's not a terrible father, but I'm not saying he's good either. So yeah, it's kind of mixed for me. I just wish the episode had more substance. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episode 30, Tricks of the Trade. And this one's another episode. So, there's Ash, Brock, and Misty head to this Pokemon swap meet where this kid wants to trade a Pokemon for his Wobbuffet. And that's pretty much the plot. You got Team Rocket there with their usual scheme where they tried to steal Pokemon by tending to swap it for something else. Well, it does come back to bite them. It's a little lackluster. But hey, it leads to a big surprise as Jessie accidentally swaps her Lickitung for the kid's Wobbuffet. Yes, this is the first official appearance of Jessie's Wobbuffet in the entire series. The first official appearance. Which means Jessie loses her Lickitung. And yeah, Wobbuffet makes quite an impression. Wobbuffet! Sorry, I can't do the eyes, but you get what I'm going with this. That's probably one of the memorable things. And there's this competition Ash enters in with his Taurus and he wins the whole thing. That's pretty much it, but at least it's something. It's an episode, but at least Wobbuffet makes him memorable with his first appearance. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episode 31, The Firing Squad. And I have to say, this is actually a pretty great episode. So, this is a competition for water Pokemon where they have to put out a fire. And there's a lot of water trainers here. Squirtle runs into his old buddies, the Squirtle Squad. Not only that, remember that Season 2 episode where Squirtle wanted to prove himself? Yeah, there's Team Wartortle from that episode in Season 2, which, yeah, there's a legit nice surprise. So, but there's a bit of a dilemma. Squirtle's squad buddies, they don't seem confident in working together. That is until Squirtle whips them back into shape. And I love Squirtle's dilemma here. Stay with Ash or be with his old buddies. And the competition is pretty well paced. And to no one's surprise, Ash loses in the first round, which is sad. But even though realistically Jenny's team should have been disqualified, Squirtle going out of his way to help his squad buddies get through the first round was a beautiful, gentle touch. And yeah, they win the final competition against last year's champions, Team Wartortle. And that's honestly, Squirtle's departure here was freaking devastating. I mean, Ash knows that his squad buddies can't handle themselves without him. And even Squirtle knows that. it's a big sacrifice, and it's honestly the best goodbye scene I've seen so far in the show. It's a powerful one that I absolutely appreciate. So yeah, great episode all around. I like the competition. The sight of the Squirtle Squad and Team War Turtle coming back was a surprise, and Squirtle's goodbye was really sweet. So I hope we see you again, buddy. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episode 32, No Big Whoop. This one's pretty good too. So, there's a preschool for Whopper. And this Whopper's trainer, who is Brock's Hot Woman of the Week, has to go out of state for a while to look after her mother, so Ash, Brock, and Misty volunteered to look after them. But given that they're babies, it's harder than they thought. And to a legit surprise, Togepi actually knows how to use a tambourine, which is badass and adorable. I mean, that is legit cute. And I freaking love that. And well, the Team Rocket's game is, it doesn't slow down the pace a bit that much. So yeah, it's a pretty good episode. The Whopper are pretty adorable. Togepi using an instrument is downright hilarious. So yeah, a good episode. And that's enough for me. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episode 33, Tunnel Vision. Now, there was a good idea for this episode, but it was freaking botched. So, guess who comes back? Jigglypuff! Yay! But guess who also comes back? Snubbull! Yay! And there is a kind of an interesting idea in there. Two separate Pokemon that have appeared in multiple episodes, the same Pokemon, nonetheless, colliding with each other. And there is a good idea in there. So, Jigglypuff does his usual stare by singing people to sleep, but Snubbull, sat in a rather sheer bit of irony, becomes one of Jigglypuff's victims. Snubbull, in anger, tracks down Jigglypuff and steals its microphone, and yeah. Ash, Brock, and Misty are shoehorned into helping Jigglypuff find its microphone, while Snubbull, in its running gag, finds Meowth and bites on his tail every single time. Yeah, this is pretty much Snubbull's character in the season, ladies and gentlemen. It finds Meowth, bites on his tail, and that's it. Again, there's a bit of rivalry in there, which is set up nicely, I'll give it that. But I'll give to this episode's number one problem, Jesse and James. They are absolute douches to Meowth, and that is not a compliment. So Snubbull comes into their lives, Jesse falls in love with Snubbull, and they decide that Snubbull is better than Meowth. Real subtle there, guys. Where is the loyalty? I thought you guys were friends. I mean, you're meant to be evil, but where's the loyalty? So yeah, Meowth runs off, and we get possibly the best scene in the episode. Meowth wanted to help Jigglypuff achieve its dream. That's actually pretty nice. It shows a side of Meowth, who we forget sometimes is a Pokemon himself. And he decides to help other Pokemon even when it doesn't benefit him. So that was really nice. But that's all it is. A couple of ideas that just get botched. I mean, the Snubbull and Jigglypuff stuff is set up fine. And the scene with Jigglypuff and Meowth is my favorite in the episode, but it's just Ash, Brock, and Misty shoehorned in, and Jesse and James getting character assassinated. And no, that is not a compliment, guys. You are terrible to Meowth, and you know it. So yeah. A 50-50 episode, but I wish it was better. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to come with videos out like this. Speaking of which, tomorrow, I'll be looking at Pokemon Season 3, Episodes 34 to 38. Keep an eye out for that. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.